Buddy, I'm still going on the case for Christ, and I just want to point out this other problem that Lee Strobel keeps making. And that's that he thinks we have to end up with a conclusion one way or the other. Like, I don't know, he'll give some evidence, I don't know, some historical writing, and then he'll say, we either have to conclude that this is accurate or that it's inaccurate. And there's absolutely no reason you have to form a conclusion one way or the other until there's good evidence to form a conclusion one way or the other. I don't know is perfectly acceptable. And in fact, that's what you should conclude on almost everything. We can't know much about the universe. It's hard. So you should almost always end up just saying, I don't know, and I'm going to remain in this position of ignorance until I have a good reason to leave it, to go one way or the other. And I had a perfect example of this earlier today, talking to my friend Jeremy, and he told me how James Dean isn't really buried where people think he's buried. He's actually buried on Jeremy's grandpa's farm or something because they were close friends and didn't want the body to get kidnapped or something like that. And I was like, alright, that's a cool story, but I'm not convinced. And he started getting upset, and he was like, well, my grandpa told me, and he saw the empty casket go into the ground, and he saw we had an open casket funeral at my grandpa's land. And I was like, okay, well, that's a cool story, but I'm not convinced. And it's just, I have no reason to form a belief one way or the other. The only evidence I've seen is that Jeremy told me it happened. And I mean, nothing against Jeremy's reliability, but anyone. It's just one person telling you something doesn't make it true. Hold on a second. Plane going over. So, I guess that's the main point is, you don't have to form a belief one way or the other. And being skeptical is not the same as claiming the opposite. So when I say I'm not convinced Jesus existed, that is very, very, very different than saying I'm convinced Jesus did not exist. Those are radically different. And one of them is a good position to take, and the other one is just as illogical as claiming that Jesus did exist. So that's the main point here. Saying I don't know is perfectly acceptable and should be actively encouraged. Let me know what you think in the comments. Alright, I'll talk to you later.